Okay, now I'm going to see if I can teach this without teaching it from scratch. Okay, meaning like I don't have to rewrite this whole thing. It's actually not that hard. Okay, now what I could have done, okay, if I really wanted to give you guys, I wouldn't even want to say a challenge, a tedious task, is do the thing you just did for 27 and 18. Okay, you know, and shoot the laser beams with the fractions, yada yada yada. Okay, but I'm not. Okay, because I would rather focus on stuff that is actually non-tedious. Okay, so I'm gonna actually just give you a clue here. Okay, all right. Now the clue is that there's an x-intercept somewhere in between -4 and -2. That's the clue. Okay, and so you got to try for synthetic division -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, and oh, what? I'm tripping out. Wow, dude, I really narrowed it down for you here. All you got to do try is 3 numbers: -4, -3, -2. Okay, in this case, -3 works. Okay, so I hope you understand, by the way, how I got these blue highlights here. Okay, hope you understand how I got those blue highlights. Okay, let me it's a garbage truck, so let me just close my door. Super noisy out here. Okay, now, so that's where I got the blue highlights. We're gonna do synthetic division. Okay, so I'm gonna add placeholders, by the way. Okay, over here, and I'm gonna put plus 0x plus 0x to the power of 0 and 1 over here as placeholders. Okay, and boom, boom. Okay, I'm gonna put those as placeholders right over here in green, and let me highlight this. That's how I got those 2 greens right there. Okay, as placeholders, just so that your exponents count down as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, but it's in this case it's kind of unnecessary. It's overkill, but whatever, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna go synthetic division. Okay, I'm gonna bring down this 18. Okay, -3 times 18, -54. I get -21. After adding, -3 times -21 is going to be 63. Add it, get -9, and you get the 27. 0, 0, 0, 0, all the way down the line. Okay. Now remember. Okay. Remember this is that if you have your largest exponent is 5. Okay. Your largest exponent is 5. Dude, my computer is lagging right now. Okay. Your largest exponent is 5, which means it's going to be 1 less right here as 4. Okay. So if this is 5, look at the relationship between 5 and 4. And then you're going to count down 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Now, remember, and this is your final remainder, so this is not in the equation. Okay. So you don't need, this is not. Okay. So remember, this -3 as an x-intercept written as a factored form is the opposite. Okay. There's always going to be an opposite relationship between these two. Okay. It's going to be an opposite relationship between these two. If this is -3, that's going to be +3. Okay. And then I'm literally just going to copy down, okay, this green highlight. Okay. I'm going to copy down these 2 green highlight. And we don't have to worry about this and this anymore, okay, from that green highlight. So all I want you to know right now is that this was copied down into there. That's it. Okay. And then the yellow highlights, remember there's an opposite relationship between this. If this is a -3, that's a +3. Okay. And once we get to here, this is pretty much review from IM2. Okay. Now you just factor this using the GCF perfect squares x with 3r's. So I factor out a 3x squared. Okay. And I'm left with this. And then I use the 3r's with this and get that. Okay. All right. So again, long story short, to get from this step to that step is just straight up factoring. Okay. And once you get to this last arrow, then you're pretty much home free. Again, it's like I always say, it's like working 2 weeks. If you stop right here at this arrow, it's like working 2 weeks at your job, and then you tell your boss after 2 weeks, hey, you ain't got to pay me. I worked for free. Okay. We put in some hard work here to get this last step. Let's cash that check and get that money. Okay. So I'm going to set each one equal to 0. Okay. And solve. I get -3, 0, -1/3, and 3/2. Okay. All right. So that's basically it. Let's recap on this process over here. Okay. Usually what you do is set up the fractions, pew do the laser beams, and try a whole bunch of synthetic division numbers. Okay. But because Chen is feeling generous, he's going to hook you up with a range to try synthetic division from. So you try here, you try -4, -3, -2. We find that -3 works. Okay. And remember, I added some placeholders right here in the end. Okay. Because we want the exponents to descend all the way to 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So I got these 0 placeholders right there. Okay. Go with synthetic division. Okay. And we get these red numbers here. Okay. And then remember, if this is 5, that's 4. It's always 1 less. 4, 3, 2, exponent of 1, exponent of 0. Okay. Copy down this green highlight, but you don't need these right here. That's why I cross it out. Okay. Copy down that green highlight. Remember, this has an opposite relationship, and then everything else is review. Then you just factor out GCF. Then you just factor from here. GCF x with 3r's works. Don't forget to cash that check and get that money, and these are your x-intercepts. Okay. -3, 0, -1/3, and 3/2. If you go on Desmos, that will be confirmed. Okay. All right. So that pretty much wraps up today's lesson. Okay. I want you guys to do these next problems next.